Taurus, what's going on? I hope you are doing well. Welcome into the channel. So this is going to be the reading for the full moon in Libra. That will be April 1st or 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. The northern hemisphere will be April 1st. So this full moon is going to focus on balance, relationships, and harmony. So Libra is ruled by Venus, and so that is associated with justice, fairness, and partnerships. So it's going to be time to reflect on the fairness, compromising, and the quality of these relationships, all right? So whether it's romantic, platonic, or professional, all right? Venus heightens the desire for beauty and peace, all right? So it makes it ideal to balance out the conflicts and create the harmony. So for you specifically, Taurus placements, this is about your routines, it's health, and your daily work. So you might find yourself needing to do a work-life balance, okay? So being fair with yourself when it comes to you personally and it comes to your work life, all right? And just responsibilities, we have other responsibilities outside of work, right? So you might find yourself maybe doing too many responsibilities, in the home, or responsibilities with somebody you're collaborating with, all right? So let's pull some cards, all right? We're going to take a look at your energy first. So what do we got for Taurus, full moon in Libra? Keep in mind to take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. If you find this particular reading is not resonating, check out the other zodiac signs that are posted, okay? We embody all 12 signs of the zodiac, so if you don't know your birth chart and what planets you have and what house, your rising, your moon, and your Venus, then you can simply check out all the readings to see what resonates, because more than one can actually resonate, or you can go by the title of the reading, whatever works for you, whatever you're guided to, all right? So let's see what's going on for Taurus. What is this situation? Let's get the energy in these cards. I have to do it in two separate... I have to split the deck out in two separate piles. It's a very thick deck. It's a great deck, but it is impossible to shuffle. I have small hands, but for me personally, it's difficult to shuffle the entire deck at the same time. So we have to split it and be balanced. All right, so what do we got? Let's start off with this one first. What do we got for Taurus? Oh, that was quick. Okay. Interesting. You could be finding yourself maybe you're pretending and not wanting to see. You know, it's kind of a little giving me a little bit of you stay in your lane, you mind your own business, but yet it feels like you might want to break out a little more and socialize. Maybe you're being invited to gatherings, parties, get-togethers. You know, in the Northern Hemisphere, we are coming up into spring, so people are ready to get out. You may have been staying to yourself a lot lately, just minding your own business, staying in your lane, and not really focusing on socializing or getting out, and having more fun. Okay, so let's go over here. Tell me about this other part of the energy, whether this is a person Taurus is dealing with, or is it a work situation? Too much work, not enough play. That's what it feels like. But it might be because maybe you're doing more of the responsibilities of something here. Whoa. Oh, your ancestors, your loved ones on the other side, Taurus. Interesting. So the other party in your reading is your ancestors, okay? So they're looking over you. They see that you're putting your focus on the responsibilities, the working, everything else but enjoying life. And, you know, that's interesting because, you know, Taurus, I know you're hardworking. You like the materials of life. And you might be one who's working really hard for the materialistic life. However, you're not enjoying it. And your ancestors are looking over you. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. They want you to start cleaning house. Okay? They want you to start doing things for you. Okay? They want you to remove anything right now that isn't supporting you and your self-pleasure. So I'm not saying go quit your job. I'm not saying stop taking the trash out when the trash needs to go out. Not at all. Even though it says cleaning house and this person's taking trash out. What they're saying is, let's remove things and some responsibilities that you might be taking on. So you might find yourself taking on extra responsibilities in some sort of partnership, okay? Where, you know, maybe there's supposed to be a balance where you take the trash out. This other partner is supposed to be sweeping the floors or cleaning the bathrooms, or you get where I'm going with this. If it's, a living situation, or if it's a collaboration where you're in business or you're doing something with somebody, you're doing more of the responsibilities. Your ancestors and loved ones and your spirit team see this, and they don't like the fact that you're taking on more because you're not able to get out and socialize and have fun for yourself. They see this and they don't like it. Yeah. So that's something they want you to focus on. Is there anything else? Anything else? I'm also hearing you need to eliminate. So this cleaning house is also for some of you to eliminate people in your life that are leaving more of the responsibilities onto you. So if they're supposed to be pulling their weight, their part of, work or pleasure, it's time to let go of those people. These are people you could have known for a very long time. Yeah, cutting ties. Just now came out. You need to cut the ties. Forgive yourself, forgive others for dropping or allowing you to take on more of the responsibilities. Cleaning house is not, like I said, not just responsibilities. It is also, they want you to remove and cut ties with people and just chalk it up to water under the bridge so you can then have the ability to get out, because you're putting too much on yourself. And Taurus, you are like that. You're very stubborn. You do feel like because you're the bull, you can take on a lot more of the responsibility. However, it's at your cost right now. You're not, where's your social life, right? Where's, your enjoyment? Because we're not just here to work and pay bills, right? We're here to experience life. We're here to get out and to explore all that the earth has to provide to us, or whatever makes you happy when it comes to getting out and having fun. It's going to be different for everybody. I don't know what you enjoy, but at the end of the day, your spirit team's like, there's so much more for you right now. You've pulled your weight and you're pulling everybody else's weight. Stop and be a little bit more selfish. Okay? Because it hasn't been fair. And now you need to be fair to yourself. Like it said here for you and for your health, it's not healthy to just do work and responsibilities. It's no different than, you're making all this money and you're saving all this money, you're putting it all away. But are you buying a little something for yourself? Doesn't have to be some big, expensive, high price ticket item, but you might want to, buy a couple new shirts. You might want to buy some new shoes. Maybe you're due for a new vehicle and you've been riding around in a vehicle that, is starting to have a lot of problems. It's got a lot of mileage on it. And your spirit team's like, no, you have to have some enjoyment, because you have to remember you can work hard and you can put all this money away, and in your mind you're thinking future, long term, I'm gonna have all this money for retirement. What if you don't make it to retirement? What if you end up with a health issue that keeps you from enjoying all that money you've worked so hard for, right? That's what they're saying as well. It's time to get the balance of, yeah, sure, you can work hard, you can save money, but they want you to actually take time out for you to go do something you enjoy while you are working and making money, and no, you are not responsible for picking up for all these extra responsibilities while everybody else gets to go out and be the party animal. No. Okay. So it's time for you to be selfish. Okay? It's all about you right now. So let's get you a moon card. So yeah, Taurus, it's time to be selfish and be stubborn about what you want to do. Okay? Maybe there's some nice restaurants you want to try out, right? You want to take off work early and go head out to a restaurant or something, Intuitive crescent moon. Trust your inner wisdom and allow your quiet growth. Allow yourself quiet growth in this phase. Intuition, insight, quiet. You see how she's laying on the stack of books under the moon? There's a ladder, and he, you take that as it resonates, but she's laying on this back stack of books under this crescent moon. And when you come up to the crescent moon, it's almost like it's time to intuitively go inside and manifest what is it you want to do. Not responsibilities, not work, not picking up extra stuff for everybody else. This is about you, because Taurus, you do like to chill on the couch. You like your snacks and stuff, right? You like your downtime, and you haven't had it. So there's an imbalance here, and you need to listen to yourself and know, okay, because your ancestors, your spirit team, they know this. You need to intuitively wake up to the fact of you're taking on more than you should, and now you need to book a trip, or you need to go to that restaurant, right? Take a couple days off. Go do what it is that you want to do so you can enjoy life while you're saving and working and doing all your responsibilities for the future. But you have to enjoy some of it now, because like I said, if you continuously work, that's where you could end up with a health issue or something happens, and then you don't get to enjoy all that retirement that you've worked so hard for. Okay? So they want you to, during this full moon, intuitively think about what it is. What can I be selfish about? Because it's all about you. All right? All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. Happy full moon. And happy whatever you decide you're going to do. Okay? Because you're cleaning house. Now, whether that's a combination of people and responsibilities, it'll be different for each of you. Some of you might be both. But whatever it is, you've got to relieve some responsibilities and people so you can start to enjoy life. All right? I love you. Happy full moon. Until the next one, I'll talk to you soon.